What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king. Welcome back to more Let's Play Horizon Forbidden West. In the last episode, we pretty much just cleared out portions of the map. Didn't really do anything too grand in particular. I mean, we took on this rebel outpost, the Still Sands, and also a rock breaker, although I apparently didn't actually discover the site. But we did take one out for parts and things like that, and did a couple of other numerous things around on the map, leaving only just a few things in this area. Like, you got a big rebel camp over here, you got this question mark over here, and then I think this shelter is really it, and everything else in this area is basically done for. Because I wanted to confine what we're starting today to this episode and future episodes. I didn't want to start it in the middle of the episode because this is a pretty special quest we're about to start here. So we've already uncovered ether. Ether is the subfunction that controls the atmosphere, the air, and the toxicity of it. Got that already and plugged it into Gaia. Now we still need to get Demeter and Poseidon. Poseidon controls the water, and Demeter controls plants, particularly, well, flowers and trees in general, just all of the flora, which has obviously been decaying. But water is an incredibly important thing for the atmosphere. This is a pretty huge subfunction, and we're out in the middle of a desert, and yet there's water here. Pretty good indicator that this is probably where Poseidon is hiding out, but we need evidence of it. So we're going to be heading on into this building, what looks to be a pagoda of some sorts. Now, for some reason, it's really strange that this is here. You might be wondering, where would a pagoda be out west? Well, if we take a look at the map here, and we kind of, base all of this on what we know about the actual, just the geography of America. In particular, you have to remember, Horizon Zero Dawn mostly took place in Utah, Colorado. I believe the Nora side was in Colorado, and the Karja side was in Utah, effectively, and a little bit of Arizona. And then, of course, the Frozen Wilds took place in Wyoming, particularly around Yellowstone. Now, this whole part of the game is in Nevada and California in particular. But what we want to highlight is this area here where we're at, the sandy, deserty part. Can you guess where this is? Well, if it's not immediately obvious, it will become obvious in due time. But where in the heck would a pagoda be? It seems a little non-American, I would say. Almost touristy.
Looks like there's something behind that tarp.
Hold on, I'm going to search this valuables cache really quickly because I'm sure there's something good in here. Let's take a look inside.
I almost had him. I was so close.
To drowning, maybe. Not to the embers. Morlin, it's over.
Well, not for me, it's not.
Then you're going to die. Alone. Because we're not sticking around to fish out the corpse. We're through.
So the visionary's fate hung in the balance. Would he choose life or succumb to deadly delusion?
Hello. So, there's an ancient city under the sand, but it's flooded.
Suddenly a Nora spear maiden appeared.
Yeah, okay. Well, you're not typical Delvers. That's for sure. What's this?
I call it a diving bubble. This is the Mark 1. The Mark 2 was better, but it got stuck halfway down. Air tube snagged.
You went down in that.
Yeah, I hardly expect a layperson to understand.
Because that's pretty smart.
I'm sorry. May I remind you, you got stuck inside and nearly drowned.
It'd have to be portable, though. Machine kneecap, maybe?
Well, you'd need a filter.
Synthetic membrane would do it. With a hose to a
Compressed air capsule. Hammer and tongs.
What is this? What is happening here? Get over here. She's a stranger.
You got a name?
Aloy.
Moreland. Not a stranger anymore.
You're a damn fool.
Come on. I got the original schematics over here.
Oh, well, hold on. Just a couple of questions first.
Fair enough. Partner?
Partner?
Don't mind him.
What's so important down there that you'd risk your life?
Well...
Moreland, I'm not interested in salvage, okay? Whatever you find below is yours.
Well, all right. Then what if I told you we were delving for the most spectacular treasures ever scribed by man or maid?
I'd say get to the point.
No nonsense. I like it. Behold, an ember.
Looks like a piece of junk.
Well, now, yes, but with a proper spark. These magnificent creations of the old ones paint mesmerizing pictures in the air, and the ruins below us are full of them. A feast for the eyes beyond description. Just as my old Gramps promised me.
How did your grandfather discover these embers?
He was here. 40-odd years ago. He was one of the first to lead a delving party into the West. He discovered the ancient city around us, plumbed the depths of this very structure. He found the hollow underneath and the glowing embers all about. Took as many as he could and brought them home. He always wanted to come back and get more, but, well, he never scraped up the shards. What he really wanted to do was use the embers to put on a show. One unlike the world has ever seen.
Sounds like quite a guy.
He was a true delver and a true showman. And I miss him. But I will do him proud. I will gather the embers and put on a spectacle that would have amazed even him. With your help, of course.
So these embers project images?
Paintings of light. It's amazing stuff. This one showed the most beautiful woman you've ever seen, beckoning all to a buffet of lobster and succulent beefs. I must have watched it about 100 times as a child in my old Gramps workshop.
What happened to it?
Over time, they die out. I cried the day that this one's light faltered. But there are many more below, as you'll see if you get down there like I did and my old Gramps before me.
How deep is it? Can't I just swim down?
Only if you have gills. You can stack 50 kegs in that shaft.
Leave it to the Oseram to measure something in kegs.
Talking liquid depths, I'd say it's apt.
Apt or not, sounds too deep to hold my breath.
Hence, our new invention.
You guys don't seem like average delvers.
We're not really delvers at all, we're showmen.
Like, performers?
You're Nora, and thus unfamiliar with the arts. We stage spectacles all around the claim. Stemmer tells stories, which I augment with all manner of sounds and fireworks, and Abaddon, he, well...
Complains?
He handles the money, which amounts to about the same thing. When we delve, it's to find gear for my theatrics. Which makes this delve the most important one of all.
So what exactly happened down there?
It was a delve like no other. A chance to follow my old Gramps' footsteps. Beneath this structure here is an enormous hollow, a dome protected from the sands. We built this elevator here to ensure easy egress and exit. It's quite a contraption, actually, and not so easy to...
Right. Again. What happened?
At the bottom, we beheld the treasure my Gramps first discovered. Painted images in the air of every description. Dancing women, games and coins and promises of jackpots. I don't know what that is, but it's gotta be good. But then, something went wrong. The images turned nautical. Waves went through them, even fish. It's like a strange underwater dream.
Poseidon's dream.
Yes. Well, suddenly there was this terrible rushing sound, and then an explosion of water erupted from the floor.
So water just shot up from the floor and filled the place up?
It was a raging flood unlike anything I've seen. We ran like forge fire and barely made it up the elevator as a wave just crashed beneath us. Shaken, but not stirred, I built the diving bubbles Mark 1 and Mark 2. I tried the descent in each, but I nearly drowned both times. Abaddon's beside himself. He thinks I'm insane. But I can't give up now. I've come too far. And the embers are just barely within my reach.
Well, maybe I can help.
Yeah. Maybe you can.
I'd better get after those parts.
There's a fully intact compressed air capsule in the Mark II, but like I said, it's stuck in the shaft.
If you made it back up alive, I should be able to swim down that far.
All right. As for the other parts, Stemmer scouted a herd due south of here that should have what we need.
I'm on it.
Great. I'll come back when you get the gear. Good hunting.
Moreland is quite possibly the best character in this entire game. I absolutely love him in terms of just his portrayal in general. The voice actor for him is fantastic. He's played by, if you don't know who he is, he's played by TJ Thine, who is probably most notable as Jack Hodgins in the TV show Bones. But I believe the other only big acting credit he has is as the father in the Jim Carrey rendition of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So other than that, he hasn't really done anything else super notable, but he is so freaking good at portraying this character. So we're going to be going after the air compressor first, which is a little bit down, not too far, but we should be able to get to it. So let's swim all the way down, and we're going to want to be careful in doing so. Obviously, we got to kind of hurry. Come on, there we go. And grab at that. All right, Aloy, come on, you can get it. All right, now we got to go up. So that should allow us to actually, make it. Oh, whew. That should actually allow us to be able to breathe. Okay, now we need to go get the other parts. And there is a machine herd not too far from here, so let's go and grab those.
It should be south of here.
And I'm assuming we're just going to have to kill a bunch of them. But let's actually make sure we're grabbing what we exactly need. Just parts in general. Shouldn't be too hard to get our hands on, so let's do it. I love this character. Absolutely love Moreland. But that's not even half of why I think this quest is so great. And really one of the strongest highlights of this entire game. In fact, Horizon Zero Dawn versus this game. Let's talk about this for a second. Horizon Zero Dawn, to me, is a complete experience. It's, in pieces, not a really super strong game. Like, if you play it in bursts, I don't think it's great. But when you experience it as a full package, I think that's really what makes that game special. Zero Dawn is kind of the opposite.
I need to pick up their trail.
Let's see. We need to find out where they were at. Let's see. There is the track.
This should lead me to the herd.
So let's follow it. It literally goes back the way we came from. All right. Or we're down this way? Where is? Oh, we're following. Okay. But anyway, Horizon Forbidden West is kind of the opposite. It's like Horizon Zero Dawn is greater than the sum of its parts, I guess, and then this is sort of the opposite. And it'll make more sense in due time, because what Forbidden West, I think, as a complete package, is a little bit too bloated on. It really makes up for in some of its moments. Wonderful, wonderful moments, and this quest is a great example of exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, let's kill all these things. And we're going to start with, I don't know what I got hit by there. We're going to start with just blowing up these burrowers real quick. So hold on a moment. Where is the herd at? Come here, you. No. Where did these burrowers even come from? I don't even think that's the ones I'm supposed to kill. Ow! What did all that... Where is this ice coming from? What is even shooting at me? Oh, you! Oh, you. I don't even think these are the machines I'm supposed to kill. They're just causing a problem. Get out of here, man. Frickin' Glinthawks.
It's just me and the herd.
Okay, this is what I actually want is these, and I actually do need Leap Lasher circulators if I'm not mistaken. So we'll hit you with that, and then knock you down. These are going to be so much easier to take out now. So there goes one. Where is the other one at?
Synthetic membrane's the right size.
They're over there. Let's mark both of those. Or actually, it's all three. And let's see if we can't break this. Or we could just completely miss it. And there's also a long leg with them, which is great. Oh, come on. One more hit. One more hit. One more hit. Boom! That's what I like to see. Okay. One at a time. Actually, I should be using advanced arrows here. Slowly but surely. There we go. Oh, almost got you. There goes that thing. Now, if I can't break its other sack, that would be awesome. Hold on. Almost got you. Beautiful. And down you go. Okay. Now we just got to take out your long leg friend, if I can actually land that properly. There we go. Okay. That's one hit. Probably 3 of those ought to do it. All right. Come on. Almost got you. Turn around. Let me just blow off. Why aren't you turning around? You are being a pain in the neck. Just stay still. Perfect. There we go.
I should check if one of these machines has an intact membrane.
So there's the kneecap that we needed. And this thing is probably going to have the synthetic membrane.
One synthetic membrane.
Beautiful.
I should have all the parts to build this thing now.
So let's head on back over to Moreland. And that's just over this way, which isn't too bad. Like I said, I really need to override something else so that I am not using the bristlebacks, because I really don't like the way that they maneuver around. And plus, they're so big, they just become extremely unwieldy. But yeah, back to what I was talking about. Anyways, Forbidden West moments, great. Yep, already went over all that. But my point essentially is that there are other quests in this game, multiple quests in this game, where you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. And I think this is the first one that truly highlights that. I know it's really late into the game that we're getting to this point. That's not to say the stuff before this has been bad. It hasn't. It's just a little bit more standard fare for what you can expect for the series, while this is what I would consider truly exceptional. And it's definitely not the only moment like this, but it is my personal favorite. So let's head back on inside and give him the stuff. And actually, I would like to see what his buddy is actually selling. So really quickly.
Probably get a guest list of 50. So we'd need at least 3 dozen kegs. Brown ale, maybe. No. For him, scrapper sap.
Are you planning a party?
Budgeting for Moreland's funeral. Thanks to you. I was this close. We were gonna move on. Leave all this nonsense behind, and you come along and you spark your wet noodle idea.
It's going to work.
I've heard that before.
So, how does someone like you end up working for someone like Moreland?
I work with Moreland. We got 3 equal claims in this venture. I saw one of his early shows. Back when it was just him and his inventions. Works of flame, lights, and shadows, all kinds of gizmos. Never seen the like. But the man is all spectacle. No sense. Bleeds shards like you get the idea. Without me to handle the finances, his dreams would be sunk. More sunk. Wish we were back in the claim. Plenty of normal shows to do without the salvage from this blasted place.
And yet, you're here, in the middle of the desert, delving for his dream.
It was a good one. But sometimes, that dream has to die.
This dream of Moreland's.
Is going to get him killed.
Let's say it doesn't. What happens after he gets the salvage down there?
Then we put on the greatest show the world's ever seen. We'll have special seating, premium ale, the works. Moreland will do his light spectacle thing. Stemmer will get their eyes a-sparkling with his tales, and I'll be selling tickets. It's a nice thought, anyway.
Moreland mentioned you were showman.
What? An Oseram can't be anything other than a delver, tinker, or drunkard? Okay, sure, we are delvers too, but that is not our main source of income. Mostly, we go town to town, putting on shows.
These shows, what are they? What happens at them?
Tales and spectacle. Moreland's got the technical know-how, builds all manner of inventions, whirligigs of light and sound, cannons that shoot fire, and showers of sparks, and Stemmer
Keeps them enthralled. Tales of adventure in the smoothest baritone.
Yeah, that.
And you?
Me? Who do you think handles the financials for the whole blasted thing? Those two might have the sparks, but do you think they know their way around shards? No, they don't.
So Moreland was down in this ancient city, and
The three of us went down below.
you?
I can delve too.
Right. And then what happened?
What do you think? Water rushed in, we ran. Then Moreland built that blasted thing. Nearly got himself drowned. Twice. You want the finer details of his stupidity? You go ask him.
Abaddon kind of cracks me up, and that's why I wanted to kind of get his take on the whole situation. Stemmer really doesn't have much to talk about, so we're not going to really bother with that. But let's take a look at his weapons that he has. So he has an Ice Storm Blaster, which is, well, actually a lot better than our Bolt Blaster at the moment. A lot better. You can see it still retains the shock damage that I want so badly, while also adding freeze damage and plasma damage. Now, for additional plasma buildup, this is the weapon to use. It's not going to do burst damage, obviously, but it's still really freaking strong. We also have an adhesive warrior bow. Not going to even bother with that. And then I can't even get myself the Thunderbolt Shredder Gauntlet. Not that I really like Shredder Gauntlets all that much. Anyway, we're going to grab this and equip it over our Shockbolt Blaster. So let's do that really quickly. And then as for outfits, he does have Oseram Striker, but obviously the outfit I am wearing is just in so many ways better. But it is a cool look, I got to say. He's also got some coils on him. And I'm actually wondering if he's got anything worth getting. Like, ooh, a draw speed coil would be good. Draw speed coil would be good, and then also an additional frost damage would be nice. I'm going to actually grab both of these, even though it does cost me a lot of shards to do it. And let's get out of here.
Do us a favor. Leave us all alone.
He's such a freaking prick, but I think it's kind of hilarious. Okay, so really quickly, let me edit my coil on the Icefire Blast Sling. Let's upgrade it to the very rare version. I keep wanting to say legendary because that's what they were in Horizon Zero Dawn, but obviously we have one tier above that now. And then as for draw speed, we are going to get rid of this one and replace it with that one there. Perfect. And then as for this one, I think it would be kind of funny. Oh, I can't equip that one on there. Oh, man, that would be so funny. I really wanted to get the instant corroding chance on this one, but I guess I can't do that. Well, for this one then, let's give it reload speed because that's always really nice to have. In fact, what did I actually have? I think that was what was on my Shockbolt Blaster, so I think we're good. Now, one more thing before I talk to Moreland. I know this has been a long episode, but I'm actually going to use his workbench really quickly here. No, can I? Or he probably won't let me, will he? I have to talk to him. All right, we're going to use the workbench right after then, though.
What can I do for you, partner?
I've got everything I need to build the
incredible diving mask.
I think diving mask is enough.
I won't quibble. The workbench is all yours.
Okay, now we can use it. Thank goodness. All right, so let's do that really quickly. I'll make the special gear in a second. I just want to check my weapons, make sure I can't upgrade this. Okay, Ice Storm Bolt Blaster. Let's give this a little increase so we can get overdraw damage on it. Definitely want that. Clamberjaw Tail Duster, which I believe I need multiples of those for other weapons as well, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to definitely have to try to get our hands on a lot of those in future. So that's pretty cool. All right. And then the sharp... Yeah, I think we're good on that too. So we'll have to, get those. Let's go into our special gear and craft this sucker. And there we go. All right. Let me show you how this thing works.
Whoa. There's a marvel. If it works, you'll let me try it? I want to get down there and get those embers.
Assuming I don't drown.
So what are you really looking for down there?
It's hard to explain. Something that caused a malfunction in the apparatus that controls the old city. I think it started the flood.
Well, I thought we started the flood. Like we sprung a trap. I don't know how we were detected. Like I said, the dancing lights around us changed, turned to sea life. There was this flash of red, and the roar of water surging in.
Wait, a flash of red?
A red light from a spot near the grate on the floor where the water burst through. It was like a beacon.
Or a warning. Thanks. That might help.
I hope it does. And good luck down there.
Okay, time to see if this thing works.
So this diving mask, here's what it does. Infinite air underwater. And I'm talking no matter where you go in the game, you can swim for eternity if you so desire. Now, obviously, the swimming controls in this game are not like the best or anything.
I've never been able to swim this deep before.
But the fact that we can go absolutely anywhere we want is crazy. Now, check all of this stuff out. You see all these holograms? Oh, boy, you haven't seen anything yet. So it's pretty down here. It's really pretty, I have to say. But we're going to want to keep going because
Nautical lights. That must be Poseidon's doing.
the more we go, the crazier things are going to get. But this episode has been kind of a long one. In fact, it really has been a long one. But since Aloy can breathe for basically ever, I feel good calling it here. Guys, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Let's Play Horizon Forbidden West. I hope you all enjoyed it very much. Next episode, we will continue our pursuit for Poseidon down here in the depths underneath this pagoda thingy. Oh, you haven't seen anything yet. I will see you all in the next one.